Oukitel WP33 Pro is a loud and tough phone with a big battery and good performance. These qualities place it amongst the most impressive rugged phones of this year. This phone embraces and leans hard into its rugged origins, though it avoids being stereotypically rustic and instead takes on a bold and brilliant style. Its styling is largely black, with some texturing on the back, and a little streak of red around the main speaker that invites attention. Oddly enough, the speaker is placed where you would generally find the camera cluster. However, the loud 5-watt and 136 decibel speaker demands its own place in the limelight, and the camera cluster has been pushed out. The 3 cameras and the flash take a spot each around the corners of the loudspeaker. A screw and loop combination below the speaker makes room for a hand strap with a finger ring to make carrying the phone easier if you're outdoors. You could also use a lanyard or something similar to attach the phone to your gear or backpack for a more convenient setup. Though the cameras have been pushed to the sides, they haven't been forgotten. The 3 lenses here are the 64-megapixel Sony IMX main camera, 20-megapixel Sony night vision camera, and a 2-megapixel macro camera. All of these work fairly well and take good, even if not exactly breathtaking pictures. The front of the phone shows a large 6.6-inch FHD Plus display, with a little room for the notch in the corners of the phone slightly raised to protect the screen. These measures aside, the screen is tough too, and uses Corning Gorilla Glass 5. Another thing that becomes immediately apparent is how thick the phone is, even more than the usual fare of rugged phones. This can be attributed to several reasons, including the loudspeaker and the massive 22,000 mAh battery that powers this phone. It supports 30-watt fast charge, which is fairly quick in most cases, but can take some time with this large battery. On its own, this battery could last for almost a week with careful use. However, you could very well use this phone as a power bank and employ its 18-watt fast reverse charge to quickly power other devices. Leaning into its rugged credentials, the phone is rated IP68 and IP69K waterproof, which means it can survive being submerged in water depth up to 1.5 meters and can handle heavy rain or jets of water. It also meets MIL STD 810H requirements, meaning it can survive a drop of up to 1.5 meters and operate in extreme weather conditions like cold, high humidity, or hot weather. It features 8 GB RAM and 256 GB internal storage, runs on Android 13, and has a MediaTek Dimensity 6100 Plus CPU and a Mali G57 MP2 GPU. It can handle most gaming and video streaming without any problems, and even more demanding games run relatively smoothly here. Interestingly, many of these performance specs are very close to the DoG V Max, which was launched a few months ago as the flagship for DoG, with a considerably higher price tag. Though V Max has slashed pricing and still has marginally better specs, the Oukitel WP33 Pro seems like a better deal where value is concerned. It is also a better value overall than the more capable and more expensive Oukitel WP30 Pro. The 12GB RAM, MediaTek Dimensity 8050 processor, and a secondary display sure work better for the WP30 Pro, but the larger battery, speaker, and performance still bring value in favor of the WP33 Pro. Overall, the WP33 Pro is a nice pick for those who want a rugged phone for the outdoors. A dependable performance loudspeaker and a large battery capacity make it one of the best options for such adventures. To sum up what we like is the customizable button on the side, the big 22,000 mAh battery, the decent camera quality, has night vision. It meets standards for IP68, IP69K, MIL STD 810H, and a 136 decibel loudspeaker with 8D immersive stereo surround sound. On the downside, it's heavy and bulky, and there is no micro SD card slot. Our ratings for features is 9 out of 10. Build quality, 9.5 out of 10. Battery, 9.5 out of 10. Ruggedness, 9 out of 10. Value for money, 9 out of 10, for an overall rating of 9 out of 10.